Alright, so you clicked on this video because you want to lose weight, and I got you covered because I have lost weight like 6 different times. I'm pretty much a pro at it at this point. Here are my credentials. I lost 50 pounds in like 4 months, and then I gained it all back, and then I lost it again, so we're good. We're good. I promise I know what I'm talking about. Weight loss comes down to like 4 different things, if we're being totally honest. That's all you really need. You need to add in movement, be in a calorie deficit, and eat whole healthy foods, and get a lot of protein in. If you do those things, I promise you'll lose weight. So the first and most important aspect of weight loss is a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit is basically just calories below your maintenance. This is how your body is going to know to lose the weight, because you need to be eating less and your body needs to maintain the exact state it's at right now. So to get your maintenance, you need to go to a TDE calculator on your phone, put in all your information, do not lie, because some of you might actually be like, you know what, I'm 2 inches taller than I am, or I actually don't like this weight number, so I'm going to put a different one. No. Put your exact information or else it won't matter. And why the fuck are you even watching this video? It's gonna give you your maintenance calories. And once you have those number of calories, you're gonna subtract a set number from it. Now, a lot of people go into crazy 1,000 calorie deficits, and I'm not gonna lie, you will lose weight faster because the more deficit you're in, the more you'll lose weight. But do not do that. 500 to 600 calories is the sweet spot. Trust me, from a guy who has literally aggressive cut 1,000 times, it never works. You're gonna end up binge eating, you're gonna hate your life. It's a complete waste of time. Don't do it. So just 500 to 600 calories, subtract it from that number. That's what you're gonna eat at every single day. And here's the part where everybody messes up. You have that number, but you actually have to eat at it. And it's not just, I'm gonna try to guess I'm gonna eat at it. You need to be extremely accurate. This is why I recommend you buy a food scale. Make sure to try to understand the serving sizes and the things that you're eating. It is true that you can eat whatever the hell you want to lose that weight, because all that really matters for weight loss is if you're in a calorie deficit. But it's really beneficial to understand fully the serving sizes, the amount of grams, thing that you want to eat, and the nutrition facts of those things. And if you know nothing about that, then learning about it is a huge skill to have in life. But just make sure that you're eating in that deficit. Get a food scale, track everything you're eating, put it into an app like MyFitnessPal, because my app isn't out yet, so you have to settle for that bullshit. And you will lose weight doing just that. But to make things easier and your life better and maybe even build some muscle, you're gonna wanna focus on whole foods and high protein foods. There's a few reasons for this. For one, whole foods are gonna keep you satiated for a lot longer. It's gonna make you feel a lot better. There's a lot more micronutrients. It's just healthier in general, as you've probably guessed. You don't need to eat 100% whole foods. You can still incorporate the foods you love. 80 to 85% of your diet should be from whole foods. And you might need to like switch up your diet completely. I don't know what you're eating. If you're eating DoorDash overnight, yeah, let's not do that. And protein is so important because if you're trying to build muscle, protein is what does that. Protein synthesis is what builds muscle. Your body uses protein, the amino acids in it to scientific shit, blah, blah, blah. But you need the protein to build a muscle. Also, if you're not even trying to build muscle, protein is the most satiating macronutrient, which means if you eat a lot of protein, you're going to be full for longer. Therefore, you won't want to eat. Therefore, you're going to be in a calorie deficit, and you're going to be a lot easier to stick to that deficit than anything else. A good recommendation is 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight that you have. So just do that. And if you have over 50 plus pounds to lose, then just go off of your goal body weight, because you don't want to be eating 650 grams of protein if that's how much you weigh. You know you have to be in the calorie deficit. That is the most important thing. Focus on whole foods, high protein foods as well. Another big tip is high volume foods. Make sure to eat things that you can eat a lot of for a small amount of calories, especially if you're someone who loves to eat like me personally. Think of things like fruit, rice cake, other things that you could eat a shit ton of but doesn't have a lot of calories. It will make you feel so good, satisfy your itch to eat, and you'll still lose the weight. And another thing is movement. Some people think that to lose weight you need to do a ton of cardio that's super hard that makes you want to die, but you don't have to do that at all. The number one thing that you can do to lose weight in a sustainable way is try to get 8 to 10,000 steps every single day. This might not sound like a lot, but the average American gets like 3,000 to 4,000 every single day. And this can burn up to 500 calories depending on your side. Think about that, 500 extra calories burned from fucking walking. It's the easiest thing ever. You can get these steps however you want. Me personally, I do only 30 minutes on treadmill, some fasted cardio, things like that. But you can also just park farther away at the grocery store or pace your house, or do things that are sustainable for you. I know the number might seem big and daunting, but I promise you just find ways to move more in your day. Just 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, it will add up and it will be so much easier than you can even imagine. It is actually insanely crucial. It will help you lose weight so much faster for absolutely no extra cost, pretty much. So that's pretty much it. That's all you need to lose weight. You can also add in muscle training and strength training. That is super beneficial for muscle growth on top of all this, and you can do your cardio after the lift. That works perfectly. But purely weight loss speaking, all you need is a calorie deficit, 80 to 85% whole foods in your diet, high volume foods, a lot of protein, and 8 to 10,000 steps every single day. I promise if you stay consistent and ensure you're in that deficit and hitting all those goals, you will lose weight without even thinking about it. Way easier than you're imagining. Just start today. Hopefully I gave you some value in this video. So if I did, please give this a like, a comment, subscribe, because I'm going to be giving videos like this all the time, and let me know what video you want to see next.